Hello, it is great to see you back at Uncle Owen's Barbecue, and if this is your first time so far out, welcome. I'm Dr. Afra, and I'll be treating you today. We get famous faces in here all the time, but I don't think I will ever get used to the elation from the figures I'm honored to introduce. Cad Bane, Vintage Collection 283. This High Plains drifter is wearing a duster coat, slightly open enough for engagement with his soon-to-be victims. He has blue electro-gauntlet controls on his wrists, and unlike the Clone Wars variations of this character released over the years, his hat comes off, which makes this an easy choice to make when expanding your collection, and the points of articulation add only more proof to that argument. If you have yet to purchase Cad Bane and are unaffiliated with rockets attached to boots, this isn't a bounty hunter you can simply ignore. If he wants you, he'll find you. Klatooinian Raider, Vintage Collection 266. If you ever wondered what the offspring of Joaquin Phoenix and a bulldog would look like, wonder no longer. Like Joaquin Phoenix, the Klatooinian Raider can be placed into any role regardless of that role being developed well. Should he be a bartender? Or a terrible singer at that bartender's speakeasy? Is he a drifter or trafficker of illegal goods and services? Maybe he is a no-nonsense social worker who delivers his own brand of child protection service justice. Maybe he is an outer rim barber who has underworld connections, or a Space Mall security guard that plays by his own rules. One thing is for certain, he probably had a brother who is more talented. Darth Vader, Vintage Collection 280. We have been waiting for this transformative posable wonderment to arrive, and I proclaim this as a failure. To disappoint. If you want to recreate the final duel, plus a conflict resolution that concludes with the redemption of Anakin Skywalker, you don't have to come all the way to Tatooine to be close to ours. Get your own today. Weequay, Vintage Collection 107. This guard's name is Pidgetti Rook, and he was, on the same skiff as our heroes at the Battle of Carkoon. Previously released in Vintage Kenner and Power of the Force, this is another re-release I was chomping at the bit to acquire. And you can bet your bottom credit that appropriating this specified and particularized accolade will not be a memory you recall in sorrow. Moff Gigerod, Vintage Collection 284. This figure is more screen accurate than Admiral Piet. However, upon calling open ranks for inspection, we notice that the rank he wears is Commander, and not Moff. This character was previously released in the Saga Collection, also with the rank of Commander, despite Hasbro stripping an Imperial naval officer of their rank and not caring to include human resources, causing worry that he is still being paid a stipend under the rank of Moff. I approve of this failure to adhere to the Uniform Code of Imperial Military Justice. Rebel Pilot and Princess, Ploralia, Esplorda Cartha Estillo, an accurate and capable member of Rogue Squadron. She is one Rebel Alliance freedom fighter who survives the Battle of Endor, and Ploralia will even one day reunite her people as the rightful heir to the throne on our home world of Yatu 6. There is a slight issue with the flight suit straps, as they do fall on their own. But we have to remember that the rebellion isn't the best funded. Or maybe it's just this figure, and your bald rebel pilot will be fine. 9 Nub, Vintage Collection 106. If you're like me, you wanted to get this mousy rebel long ago, but the price just kept growing. And after the re-release of this smuggler from Sullust, Dank Ferrick, we can save some credits and finally enjoy the company of one of the best molded alien heads of TVC. One of the many heroes of the Battle of Endor, he was only one of few to co-pilot the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. Admiral Piet, Vintage Collection 270. The chain of command when relating to any cohesive tactical unit or its structure is very important. An Imperial officer of any rank is only as good as its first-line supervisor. So what do we do when the rank isn't correct? The Captain Piet from the Power of the Force has an Imperial Navy Admiral's rank, and Admiral Piet in the Vintage Collection has an Imperial Commander rank. Despite any error the final product has, Overall, VC270 is a better variant and fits into any Imperial setting. I hope you saw something that you liked. If you were on the fence and this helped you decide on whether to reserve one of the aforementioned participants for your own birthday party, please let us know in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. The next order could be for you. You have been wonderful, and it has been a pleasure treating you. I'm Dr. Afra, and this has been Uncle Owen's Barbecue.